Hello, gamers. It's me, Hexloom.
How you doing?
This is me catering to you guys. I'm picking a random person every episode now. I'm all about the viewers. I'm all about the viewers, and be taking a comment every week on what I should be doing, because I want to accommodate you guys. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Gamer Hole.
Welcome, guys, to another Gamer Hole. Dekie's dying currently. ZChum's
welcome, just a huge cough.
Yeah. ZChum's out today.
I was trying to hold it until
Welcome to the
after the
Gamer
original greeting. I was all like, no, I'm going to keep it in.
Dekie is sick.
ZChum's not feeling so hot either, so he's out. But Dekie's here and coughing. So
I just
want
to clarify something. This is to you, ZChum, when you're watching this. I'm sick. Full-blown sick. I'm taking 5 different types of medication right now. I'm sweating up a storm every night when my fever breaks. But I'm here. ZChum, I'm tired, guys. Go ahead without me.
Well, here's the difference. ZChum is a delicate little man. He needs his rest, his sleep. He can't operate under subpar circumstances. You, Dekie, you crawled out of a trash can. You can show up and pull up whenever you need to. Like,
I like it because he is all like, I don't want to do it unless I'm going to be able to give like a good performance. And I'm like, oh shit. Well, I guess that's the difference between us.
Yeah. Dekie can.
Dekie will perform whenever. That man does not have performance problems.
I'm trying.
So today we have
Omid's
Omid
here. Yeah.
Omid. Everyone knows Omid. He was on before, and
He's back.
2-3 weeks ago.
He's back.
And now he's back.
You know why? Because he is a good guy who will show up.
I got you.
With 5 seconds notice. Yeah.
No notice. Yeah.
I was in bed when you sent that message, Kings.
I figured.
I just woke my eyes up. I was like, what's going on? And I fucking get a message. I'm like, huh? Okay,
But how does your hair look so perfect, Omid?
That's just his hair.
See, when you every day you roll out of bed, you know, your hair just becomes adjusted. Like, as long as it understands that there's no further care, it'll adjust to itself, you know. Like,
But it's just so perfectly.
I did just get a haircut
product
too,
in there.
actually.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But yeah, I just got a haircut, which is funny because last time I was here, I got a haircut too. And you guys keep saying I like try to tidy up for the podcast.
Man, looking
think you do.
clean.
Yeah,
We gave him 5 minutes notice, and he went into the barber real quick.
Oh yeah. Let me
Yeah, he's got the
Called up.
goatee going, the like flat top almost.
He's got his barber
Good
on
look.
speed dial, and he just like he comes over to Omid's, by the way, to get this done. Yeah.
Really?
No, but that.
I'm gonna say.
I have a weird history with barbers actually. One of my barbers beat the shit out of my old barber. And, yeah, so it was actually I didn't know about this until I went to get cut. Like, so I had a barber before the pandemic, and then when I came back, he moved out to LA to become a rapper. And so I was just getting cut up by this new guy who's a really jacked dude. And he's like, "Hey, you got cut by this guy, right? You're like the so and so." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, man. He came in to the shop and he wanted to fight the owner. It was like a Saturday night. It was all packed." And he was like, "Yeah, no, I want to fight the owner because I heard you guys were talking shit about my rap career." Because he would play it in the shop and shit, and so. They would just like when he would leave, he'd be like, "Well, that was some ass. Like that was horrible." And I've listened to his music. You know, he's got passion. He's got passion, but
barber fights.
Yeah,
I'd watch a reality show on this.
Dude, he just like tells me like, "All right, so I put down the clippers. I go outside, and as soon as he says I go outside, I was like, no."
He beat his ass. Yeah,
my barber did because my barber is really skinny fat, and this guy's jacked. Like this guy's even bigger than me, and I was like, all right, you know what? He's he's done. And yeah, he knocked this shit up, and then went back and continued cutting the dude's hair.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's the natural.
It's
Yeah.
badass.
Imagine
how tall are you, Omid? Are you like a huge man?
I'm 6'1".
Oh,
I'm not that. I mean,
that's
it's
tall.
sizable.
That's
all right.
that's-
I have an imposing figure. I'm a very wide boy. I go through the doors like sideways.
See, I need to start doing that. I'm not that tall or that big, but I need to start like just doing the arms out thing and like walking around, so that way
Yeah.
people think I'm big and strong, no matter if I'm fat. And
Either
not
that, or
strong.
you just worked out and you're so swollen you can't even put your arms down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either way,
It
it's a good
hurts.
look.
It hurts to lower my arms.
Do you guys think like
One
really...
time,
Oh, sorry. Go.
no, you
ahead.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you guys think really jacked gamers can't like game as efficiently?
Yeah, yeah. If they work
Yeah, is
out
that
too
a
much,
thing?
yeah.
It's
I
like
feel like
the
your
meat,
arm,
like
the
the big
skinnier your
jack
arm is.
dudes on the internet.
So if you guys heard it here first, don't work out if you
Don't
want
work out
to
if you
be
want
a
to be a
gamer.
pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
You
muscle
need
mass.
to be limble.
Yeah.
What is that word? Nimble?
Nimble.
Nimble.
Nimble, yeah. On the
Nimble.
mouse and
That
keyboard.
range of motion too. You know, like
Mhm.
all those muscles getting in the way of your gaming ability. Get out of here with that.
You don't want to be all
Oh.
tight and swollen.
Just do leg day. That's the only
Need
thing you're allowed to work out.
All
That's the
gamers-
new like gamer form is just massive legs.
Massive
Yeah.
legs. Yeah.
They update the body of a gamer. Have you seen that thing online?
Yeah.
With the fucked up like posture and everything, just huge jacked legs. That would be cool. All gamers look like a T-Rex sitting at the computer. You know?
Thick,
That's
dude.
awesome.
Oh man.
Speaking of hair, what is that furry little animal in front of you there? What is that?
I told them the story. but
Yoda?
Please tell
Your
them.
mic.
You. Omid.
Oh! I was like, what is he talking about Baby Yoda for? He's been there around.
Not Baby Yoda.
Okay, well,
Your little pet there that you're speaking into.
this is actually this isn't my proudest contraption. I've had prouder. Arcos told me Arcos is a sound god, god of many things. One of those includes sound, the god of sound. And King's also recommended.
I also told you this. Yeah.
You guys recommend me to get like a fuzzy mic cover because I always breathe in.
Yeah,
because
because
he's like this. He
the whole
does.
time.
Just like
Yeah.
playing Tarkov or games with Omid just sounds like you're in a fucking wind tunnel. I swear to God.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like it just naturally gets there. I put it all the way over there, and then it'll come.
I think you
it'll
just
come
lean
back.
in like crazy, which I think you're supposed to for most mics. It's like 3 inches, but you like,
I
you're right in
gamer
there.
lean though. That's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
lean into the mic. I'm trying to lean into the monitor,
He's
dude.
all
Like
up
I'm trying to see
close.
those pixels. Where those pixels go, especially
Yeah.
interchange, dude. Are you kidding me?
Got
That
to.
darkness. I'm out here like, what is that? Is it a guy or is it what? Not my fault. The mic is right there. But yeah,
Every
I mean,
exhale through his nose just blows right into the microphone.
As
Yeah.
I game, my mic always gets further away from my face. I always have to like bring it closer. I got the opposite problem.
I gotta copy your setup then, Dekie, because this
Well,
thing.
no, it's
this thing's gotta
it's
get
not
outta here.
good. But yeah, so you gotta.
It's got a hairy
thing, a
hairy
fluffy
cover.
thing.
So
Yeah.
it was originally silver. Actually, you can kind of see it.
Yeah, we
see
kinda
a
see
lot
it,
of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The touches of silver. And one time I was playing with Sam, and I was like, I guess it was like, I don't know, like over here and like here. I was just leaning, and the silver. He was like, "Yo, it looks like there's an old man in your lap or something." I was like, fuck. I never unsaw that. So one day I ordered black spray paint, and I did not. I made him young.
Now you have a
he's-
young man.
now
in
it's
your
just a
lap.
young guy in your
man
lap.
my
Yeah.
lap.
But he's still gray. He's like in his 50s.
Yeah.
No. He's
A
like he's
distinguished
graying
man
early.
in your lap.
Oh, okay. Now he just got a lot younger. Yeah, I had the
Yeah.
more gray side.
Yeah.
He's like a he's like a 35-year-old guy graying early. That's
But
it.
why would you spray paint fur?
Why?
Yeah, I don't know what
That sounds like a horror. You spray paint like solid things.
Yeah, so it hardens up, so it doesn't
Yeah, that
function
seems
anymore.
like that gross as shit
Oh,
to
it did.
touch.
It still is a little cluttered up. Like this used to be nice and like nimble, but now
It's gonna
it's
be all like
chinchilla.
matted and like.
it is matted. It's matted as fuck. But you know what? It actually helped with the whole because now there's like a matted
Yeah.
layer that my that my nose has.
I
to
think
so
Omid-
unintentionally just helped my audio.
I think Omid just is a audio genius. You know,
I
he's
am.
figured
He's a
out
big
that spray
brain,
paint
yeah.
is the solution.
I'm your prodigy, Kings. I'll be
Yeah.
giving people advice soon to come.
Maybe
some spray
there's a
paint.
new god of sound. Nice mug, by the way.
Excuse me, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
thank you.
background
I
noise
love
in my
that.
videos. What do I do, Omid? Do you have spray paint by chance? You know, like,
No.
All you have to do is spray paint that old man in your lap. You'll sound great.
That old man.
Yeah.
Aqua, it's coming along.
What's that?
The room, it's coming
The-
along.
Yeah,
there's some
you're
adjustments
saying
to
that
be
because of
made.
the Killa painting, aren't you?
yeah.
I
That-
might be
that
saying
little-
that because of the killer painting.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Who is the original? What is this?
You have the original Aqua, but
I
he.
no,
yeah.
I did the Ocean's. You left that door unlocked behind you last night, and I did the Ocean's 11
You
on
made
you.
the switch.
My God.
Fuck.
I got 11 of the most the soundest minds in your Twitch chat, and we did a heist for that
Damn
painting.
it.
you have
Who
the
was-
fake.
who
I
was
have
the
the
little-
original.
Who was the little gymnast guy who crawled through the vents and like
Dirty
folded up
pussy.
into?
we need somebody nimble who can
Yeah.
get into those areas.
That's
But,
him. Yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah. Marcus was
Well,
the
that's
genius. Kings was our inside guy, you know.
I can't.
Kings
I
is
can't
the-
say
the-
that. Yeah.
the guy in the van pulling all the strings. To be clear, for our 8 Spotify listeners,
1,000, but yeah,
Oh,
1,000? Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay,
it's,
well,
it's grown quite a bit.
well then
yeah.
I should definitely clarify that me and Omid have the same painting of Killa done by
Yeah.
Schley, our friend from Twitch.
yeah.
Sh- Schley's an artist that does gaming like related art recently.
He
and,
streams on Twitch too.
he streams
painting,
on Twitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Aqua has the original painted, and then he also like scanned it or whatever, and then he put it on canvas for Omid. It looks like.
And now Omid is suggesting that he
Tried
broke
to
in
steal
and
it.
swapped it
Yeah.
with mine. The
I mean,
the
when
original
Omid held
piece.
that up, it looked pretty high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at it, it's going to be
we can't
hard.
really see the quality on Aqua's back on his wall.
Yeah.
That
It's-
very well
It's
could
good
be.
quality.
No,
Okay.
I can even
Uh-huh.
tell
The
from
difference
out there.
is like Aqua's, you can feel the paint. It'll be 3D, and then Omid's will be.
Wow,
flat.
this whole episode pretty much I'm realizing has been like a visual
It's a visual gag. Yeah, sorry about that.
so
audio
Sorry,
listeners.
listeners.
That old man in his lap, that's his microphone with like
Microphone.
a furry sound.
he doesn't
on it.
actually have old man sitting in his lap.
Yeah, the Spotify listeners might be really confused
They're
about
pissed.
that.
They're
Dude,
pissed today.
They are
yeah.
so imaginative. They will be able to understand exactly when they go. If they ever go to the YouTube
Mm.
and check, they'll be like,
They'll be
"That's
upset.
exactly what I was thinking."
Yeah, but they'll be upset if it's any different. You know how like when you read a book and then you watch the movie like later, you're like, "Fuck, that's not what the main character looked like," and you're all pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyways,
So,
Anyways,
has
so-
something to talk about.
We have to talk about Tarkov at some point. I'm glad we made it 13 minutes before talking about Tarkov, but we're
Yeah.
all kind of gamers.
It looks like the Tarkov flu wiped out ZChum.
Yeah.
Eating away at Dekie.
yeah,
I mean, it's
that's what I was saying earlier. Is I was like, I woke up today, took a bunch of meds, took some other stuff. I was like, man, I gotta get in it.
Mhm.
And well, I'm here. And I was telling Aqua, I was like, yeah, man, like I started that grind, and then my
Mhm.
body just said no.
That's
Yeah.
tough.
It got me. Tarkov got me.
Whatever
Well,
could it
I-
be? It's not
yeah.
the poison I slipped into Mr. Dekie and ZChum's chocolate milk in order for me to catch up since I was away for a couple days. Because we
Oh,
are racing
God.
after all. We should
yeah.
probably follow up on that race thing that we talked about last week.
how's that
yeah.
poll doing?
Huh?
How's the poll doing? There's a little poll for that race. You know, your gamer holers or
Yeah.
the men of the hole.
Who won the poll, by the way? Who did the people put their faith in?
Who do you think?
Probably Dekie.
No.
I'll tell you who they put it in, and it was. I think it was popularity based, not so much actual knowledge
Me? Are
based.
they stupid?
Yeah.
I was like, guys, you know, Aqua went on vacation. Look, not 64%.
Dude, I don't even have the flea market yet. What are they doing? They know I'm bad too. This is just like, this is not
I just
not
wanna say,
founded. This is
speaking
not
of-
based
yeah.
in reality.
They voted with their heart, not with their mind. You
Aqua
know,
took
like
some days off, and I took full advantage of that to leave him in the dust. And it's been a pretty neck and neck between ZChum and I. ZChum plays about 4 hours a day. I've been playing about 15 hours a day. That shows about the difference in skill level and
Yep.
the
Yeah.
time needed to make up for it.
But you're the most frightening competitor because
You
of
are.
the just hours
Yeah.
you will just throw at the game.
That's what I'm
And-
saying. You guys all have your strengths, and Dekies is unrivaled.
What's my
gamer
strength?
stamina.
There's been a couple of things
Nothing.
hindering. I didn't stream yesterday at all. I had my power was out, which is another story I'll get into. I mean, in addition to being sick, but we've been really, really neck and neck. ZChum and I. He'll get ahead one level. The next day, I catch up. I get ahead. He catches up. It's always been within pretty much like half of a level is where we have been at. Aqua was like level 13 for like 5 days, but I've gotten inside information that Aqua's been trying to pull in some big boy Chads, or a Chad by the name of Rick the Wolf,
Rick Roll
to
Wolf.
try and carry him to the dub. And
Are
I'm
we
saying,
doing?
Aqua,
Did
that's
we?
filth.
Wait, is it? I mean,
I'm
did we
just-
discuss
no,
that we
can
had to
play
play
duos.
solo?
We can even do a little bit of trio here or there if we need
Yep.
to.
I've played
But
with
I
Rick
heard
tons of
you
times.
contracted Wolf, not just to play
The
duos
Wolf,
with, but to carry you.
He'd be thrilled to know that you refer to him as the Wolf, much
He is
like
the Wolf.
like the
I actually kinda
problem
like this.
solver guy in fucking Pulp Fiction.
That's
No,
what
he's
it made it sound like. They're like Aqua's.
He's just a bald guy from LA named Rick. Trust me, he's nothing special.
He's the wolf.
They came
The
in and they're
workout
like, man,
operator known as the wolf.
he's contracted.
Yeah.
He's contracted Rick.
He
And I
is
was like,
no
oh,
Harvey
shit.
Keitel. Well, okay, so like me and Rick have played several times together, and he happened to have a couple keys that I may or may not have
Oh.
needed. And
did he give you the keys or did he open the door for
he
you?
opened the door for me
Then you're
during
perfectly
a duo.
fine because we
That's
discussed
all right,
it.
yeah.
That
Yep.
is completely legal.
Yep. We discussed that, and as long as he doesn't give you the items, you're
Yep.
fine. So
That-
if he
and
opens doors,
it's a
he's fine.
person I would regularly play with.
Right,
I
you
did
can't
not
contract
contract him.
viewers or
I didn't
anything,
say,
right.
does anyone have this key in chat?
Yeah.
I was like, Rick, do you have this key? And he was like, yes. But we also just played other raids together, and we had fun. It was fine. It was my first duo of the wipe,
My dog's going
believe it or
crazy.
not, with Rick, the wolf.
The wolf. Oh my
Yeah.
God, he's gonna-
But yeah, this race is a little bit all fricked up because of BSG's ridiculous decision to make an experience grind before you get Kappa at level 71, which is insane. 0.01% of the player base will actually achieve that. And you
Which-
won't get to use your Kappa at
Right.
all
Oh,
once
no.
you get it, because the wipe will probably follow, because you need the whole wipe to get it.
To
Well-
put it
Stupid.
into perspective for people listening who don't know, like what level 71 Kappa requirement is, to get from 70 to 71, you have to do 0 to 70. So 0 to 70, right?
The time
And
it
then
takes for
Mhm.
0
once you get
70.
to if you want to just level up one time, you got to do all that again without quests. So
Mhm.
no XP from quests. You gotta just grind like labs and
You know what this is
kill
doing?
100 raiders every day.
Not only is it, bad game design, no offense, BSG, I still love you, but bad game design, because that's just game design 101. Don't make an XP grind. That's no good.
Unless
Also,
it's an MMO.
unless it's WoW. Yeah.
Well-
but also, this is gouging people, I feel like, to get the EOD edition.
Yeah, of course. They've always done that though. It's always
Yeah,
been
but
EOD
now it's really
editions.
bad. Like before, like you if you were good and
You
put
can
some
still
time
do it
into
if
the
you're
game,
good.
you could get that Kappa.
You're still
No,
good
but like
though.
now it's too hard. Like no one's gonna get that. Anyone who doesn't like play as a full-time job is not gonna be able to get it.
Right. So this is the problem though. And BSG had to change something. I know that they're going to this is not going to be the final thing, right? But BSG had to change something because you guys know, and we talked about it before, once people get Kappa, they start playing differently. They start playing less. They start not caring. They start doing whatever, right?
Yeah, but That's okay.
No, it's not okay because you guys were complaining for wipe for the last so long. Like,
Honestly,
you
Kings,
guys realize that if everyone can get
It
Kappa,
needs
everyone,
adjustment. It
if
needs
the average
adjustment, though.
person can get Kappa, which is considered end game item, right? Final thing. If everyone can get Kappa in 2 weeks, everyone. Let's
well,
say a
no,
month.
It's not going to be
Right.
everyone. It's going to
Let's
be
say a month or
streamers.
two. Let's say a month or two, right?
All
Yeah.
right.
You have 1 month after you get Kappa that you still care about Tarkov. After that, you're like, I don't give a fuck. Because I've grinded, I've got Kappa, I've got endgame, and now I have Kappa, which makes it so it's easy for me to do anything really, because I can shove it in my butt, right? I can shove items in my butt. They had to change it in some way. I think that 71 is just what this placeholder at. But what they're gonna do is after 2 months, they're gonna start doing events where you get free XP.
Yeah, I agree.
And
with
that will get it. That'll make it so it's 3 months to Kappa or something like that. And then there's a month or two without Kappa, and then there's wipe.
I think
They're
it's
gonna make it
placeholder
so
as well.
71 is just the holder right now.
If they
It's just the-
adjust it to be
They'll adjust it.
reasonable,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Because
but
they want to make it so no one can get Kappa for at least like 2 months, right? That's what they probably are going to try to do, which I think people can if they're real grinders, but
they have to
they're trying to
balance
make it so
right.
the average person doesn't get Kappa in 2 months. And when I say average person, I probably mean like better than average, but you know what I mean? Like grinders, the streamers, and the people that play a lot, like every
I
day
don't know. It
after
took
work.
ZChum like all wipe to get Kappa. This
ZChum
guy's
didn't even
like-
play. ZChum didn't
He
play, and he
played.
also fooled around. Like he got sick, remember, and he wasn't playing. Like he was away and sick. He wasn't playing.
He was MIA.
And he was like when you're going for Kappa that late in the game.
It's hard, yeah.
Pistol kills when everybody's wearing a goddamn juggernaut armor. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be rough. But yeah, I agree with Kings. I think it's like it's just to prevent us from getting Kappa right now. I think they're gonna do
Yeah.
events or something, or like they'll just
Or
go
they'll
like, you
drop
know
it down
what?
from
Never
71 later.
mind, 50. You know,
Yeah.
like. But I think it's gonna be
50,
a
50 is reasonable. I'm
I
good
think,
with
I
that.
think what it is they're testing. They put 71 because they're testing to see how long that'll take. And then after a month or probably 2 months, maybe 2.5 months, they'll just lower it or start doing events where you get free XP or
Yeah.
XP like almost like dailies in WoW or weeklies in WoW. It'll be like, oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
killed
yeah.
100
To farm
raiders
XP.
or whatever. You get, tons of XP.
That's a good idea. I don't mind that one bit. Because on top of that, if they just made it like 50 or something, that's
Right.
good. Because I think at the end of last wipe, I was 51.
Yeah. I usually
So
get to, like, the 50s
that's
or
like, and you're like in like you're level 40 something by the time you like are queued up for Kappa, which is like, they want
Right.
to do that. That's fine.
I talked to Arcos about this, and he's absolutely right, because Arcos is a business guy. I'm a business guy, so I think about it that way too. They just need to make it so wipes are longer, and this is how they're doing it. Is because the Kappa's what everyone grinds for, and they're pushing it. But they should have
You
done
know how to
something
make a
differently.
wipe longer? Get rid of the fucking flea market. That's my
Well,
opinion.
that's the other thing too, is you could get rid of flea market, and then everyone's going to be upset. And they put so much time into coding that flea market, they're not just going to get rid of it.
I know, but I am really glad they made it 20. That's a
Yes.
great change.
This
That
is
was
the
the best.
beginning of like a lot of good changes for flea market. I don't know if you guys saw the Tarkov talk, but he was like he wants Nikita wants to like lock certain portions of the flea market at certain
I think
times.
that's good. Yeah.
Like just like one day, I guess say, hey, you know what? No meds. Go screw yourself. Go find them
Right.
yourself. Or
I
like
think that's good.
one day, no ammo. All right, you can't do ammo.
Yeah,
I
I
also-
think
be
the
interesting.
Also, flea
traders
market-
are a good resource for stuff like that. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I think flea market, if they did sort of not the stock exchange time thing, but if it was like, oh, on certain days the flea market is off or something, or
You know
flea
what would be
market
cool?
Weekends.
is weekends. It's whatever. I don't want to say
no
off
flea
on the
market
weekends, but
weekends.
If flea market they took away for rubles that you could trade like gear for rubles and bullets for rubles, and like barter trades instead would be cool, because the player base would determine its own economy and currency,
that's how it
which would
already
be
is.
well, it wouldn't be rubles, so then it wouldn't promote people to like just
Oh, you
sell-
mean like
make-
trades?
yeah, barter
Yeah,
trades.
just trades. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
like
there's-
people would come up with their own like little common trades and like little currency items, but also it would take all that like high level gear and shit off the flea market. And then if it were just like, hideout shit that was on there, meds or whatever, like that could be good too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna piss everyone off. You're gonna piss people off no matter what you do.
Yeah, of
but
course.
One of the things that I thought was a cool idea was if they just stop allowing high level gear on the flea market. Like level 6 armor, you have to find or kill someone, and
craft.
then you have craft, and then you have level 6 armor, right? And then there'd be so much more less people being like, oh, I could sell this level 6 armor for whatever millions, right, or whatever it is, or I could actually wear it. And that's how it is right now, right? Like no one, if you're an average gamer, you're probably selling it because you want the rubles, right? And then if
I
you're
would
rich
wear
as
it.
fuck, if you're a rich as fuck person, you just buy it because you don't care. You've got so many rubles, it doesn't matter. But if there's no level 6 flea and you just have to sell it to a trader or wear it, you fucking wear it. And then it's like more, I don't know.
You
The
know what I
average
think's
gamer
really good in a game
plays.
is when you just have to continually make it more complicated
Mm-hmm.
to make it playable.
Yep.
You know, like
I
make
agree.
FIR. Let's complicate the flea market some more. Let's complicate Kappa some more, and then just a never-ending cycle of make the game more and more complicated.
That's how
because
games
it's fucking broken.
But that's how games are. You
Yeah.
you always make it harder because your player base needs more.
And then if you're Dekie returning to the game after,
It's the worst.
after multiple wipes, and you're like, what did they fucking do? Why?
Dude, when I came back and they had that FIR thing, my mind was blown. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Well, back in the
financially
day,
recovered.
nobody did any of that shit. It was just like go in and shoot some stuff, and then like use the same crap you found and go back
Exactly. It was
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
like bare
the
bones and
golden
weird. Like the progression
days.
of stuff is strange, and like a lot of it is good, but
Yeah.
it is weird because they just make it more complicated. Like you
Yeah.
try and explain like the intricacies of Tarkov to anybody, and they're just like,
Oh,
huh?
No.
Like
Yeah,
just besides being like it's like you loot and you shoot and instance-based stuff, but like all the different like technicalities
It's a
behind what you
ton.
can put in your Kappa, what you can't put in your Kappa, what you can do with this, what you can sell, what you can't sell, what you can use for like
Yeah.
your hideout or not.
I have like a strong understanding, but there's so much more that I don't know. I would say I know 50% of the game at this point, and this is like my third wipe where I was like seriously playing. So it's a lot. It's a ton of shit.
You know
Yeah.
what they need is they need those things in Dark Souls where you go to some place and there's a message or something.
Yeah.
They
You can
need
place messages
that.
on the ground.
You want this?
you want this, like you loot like a marked room key is like you want this or something. And it's like 1,000 appraisals or something.
That would be awesome to see.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be dope.
You literally need a friend or like to watch YouTube
Yeah.
videos and do research and shit to learn that fucking game.
That's
Like,
always
just
it's like a
just
second language for
extracting.
people. Like
Yeah, it
there's
is.
so much studying.
Just extracting a raid is like fucking impossible. There's no markings where to leave. None of it. Like you go in there and you're just fucked.
You have to Google
it's
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Yeah.
Watch 10 Pistilli videos, and then you have a slight idea. But they're adding like a tutorial map. Did you hear about this? Like with that's like one of the 3 maps. I think they're gonna do Lighthouse. They're gonna do Streets, and I believe they're gonna do this tutorial map, and then that's it. The rest is DLC.
I'd like to play on the tutorial map and just kill new players.
So when are they going to push 1.0 when they release those final maps before the DLC stuff?
Yeah, everything else is DLC. Yeah, Streets is the end
of the game, but
I think Streets is all next year, 2022. It'll be keep working on adding blah 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 blah, and then at the end of 2022, I think we hit 1.0, and then after that's DLC.
a portion of it is playable, so they could like release like
They're gonna
part by
they're gonna
part.
right. I think in
release part by
February or
part.
March they'll release the first small section of Streets and test it most likely.
Yeah.
And then they'll just keep adding to Streets every 3 or 4 months or whatever until it's completed. Yeah.
I had a funny conversation with my chat yesterday while streaming Tarkov. I like found some good gear. Oh, you were there, Omid, when we were talking about this. I like found some good gear, and like I was like, and some people are like, oh, I have such gear fear or whatever, and I'm like, I bet all of you guys, when you find good gear, you just let that shit sit in your stash all wipe, don't you? And they were
Some
like,
people.
yeah, guilty. I'm like, use that shit now.
Yeah.
You're gonna get so much more bang for your buck with that stuff. It'll keep you alive early game when everyone's running shitty ammo and stuff. Don't wait till later when everyone has M61 and can just one tap you even with that stuff on. Like I just like discovered this mindset myself like last wipe. Like I would just sit there and just like, keep stuff in my inventory. Just use it. You got to use it. That's the
it's like,
time.
It's like the old
And then
Rust thing too. Like
so many
get
people
AK
were
and then put
like,
it in the
yeah,
box.
guilty. Like,
Yeah.
that's some advice.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. Later in the wipe, you bring nothing because anything will kill you.
Exactly.
So
Right.
the early you juggernaut it up because nobody's got the bullets to take
That's
you
right.
down.
But yeah.
How has the grind been going for you guys? Because man, it already feels like I'm just going against guys in really fat gear all the time.
Sometimes,
All
yeah.
I
it's
do is
kinda-
I'm
just get
feeling
shit
great.
on. It is terrible.
me and Omid got fucking
I think my goddamn
manhandled
survival rate's
yesterday.
below 15% at this point.
What? What's your ruble count, Dekie?
Mine's good, dude.
You're doing
like
all right. Last
6K.
time I saw. Oh.
It's
Oh, no.
it's.
Are
Are
you
you
still hoarding?
God damn it!
I'm feeling a little more confident about this race now.
I have been struggling, man.
Oh, man.
It took
Man,
me
I-
goddamn an entire day to kill 25 scavs on interchange.
It's getting a little more rough now. Like when it started, I had like a 90% survival rate for like the first 2 days straight. Like I had a great start. I just like
big.
soared, and now I'm dying a lot. But
Right
yeah.
now, it's just people who have flea market and money versus people who don't have flea
Right.
market and money. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why
kind of.
I don't like the unlock flea at a level either. I don't like that it unlocks everything at 20.
It should be
because-
quest locked. The flea market, maybe.
Maybe some of them. No, I wouldn't say that the flea market needs to be quest locked, but the flea market needs to open in partitions. Like, I don't know, like maybe you can buy meds at 15, then you can buy whatever at a
Yeah,
different
Yeah,
level.
said
that
they were
could
gonna
be
do, like,
that could be a
stages
good
of it.
answer.
Just
Should be
because like it's what it's been a week, 2 weeks, right? It
Yeah.
hasn't even
and
been
then
2
there
weeks.
could be sections of gear that you could purchase too. With,
Right,
with
because
levels.
it hasn't
Over a
even been
week,
2
yeah.
weeks, and some people unlock flea market and have 5 million, and now they're running like end game meta stuff, and it's like, oh shit, I've
Yeah.
got to go get my bronze pocket watch, and then I'm getting murdered from some guy with 2 different guns, and they're with Ketters or whatever it's called, Cantor sight.
there's
And
never a good answer.
yeah, there isn't, but
Yeah.
Decky,
But
then
whatever.
how are
some
you doing on
people-
quests, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, it's
guys,
okay.
But I was kind of curious because I haven't checked. That's the one issue with Tarkov wipe is I haven't checked up on like my buddies to see how their progress
Mhm.
is. And I saw you unlock flea market, Decky, but I didn't see any of your like quest progression. So I kind of want to see like
want an
how
update
close
of
you
how
and
the
ZChum
the
really
race
are.
is going. Yeah, how's
Yeah.
the race going?
I don't know. I don't ever look at quest names. I see a lot of people that are like, I'm on the roundabout radiator quest, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I just made that up. That's not a real thing, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I was killing a lot. I'm done with customs. I
Mhm.
did my wood stuff. I'm sure there'll be you have some wood stuff coming up, but like now it's we going into reserve and doing some interchange shit.
Are you
Hmm.
level 2 or 3 on most traders right now?
I think level 2 on most.
Okay. Yeah, you might have a shot against ZChum, honestly. With that stamina, it's that's gonna be fun.
Well,
to
now that I
watch.
got some like proper I went to the doctor yesterday, so I'm hoping that this is gonna be the big turnaround because I've been struggling the last few days, but now I got the meds in me, baby.
You went to your doctor. He's like, listen, you need rest, and you're like, no, give
They
me
got
give me the Tarkov cocktail, dude. All right?
Get me back in the fight,
Is
goddamn
there anything you can give me to enhance my performance? I have a very mentally taxing job. I need something.
he got that Obdi Doblos cocktail or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck that is. Wait, what was I gonna say? I totally just spaced out. Fuck.
That happens.
Never
That happens
mind.
to Aqua a lot.
I take it back.
But yeah, right now I'm
I've
23.
got old man
what
brain.
level are you, Aqua?
19.
Oh, you caught him a lot.
I'm
though,
almost
bro.
20. I'm like this
That's
close to the
big.
flea
I
market.
know I'm gonna lose so badly. It's not even funny. But I think I'm level 12 now, guys. 13.
He's keeping up with Aqua.
Pretty good.
Got a few quests done. dude.
I
I'm
got a
glad
few
you're.
quests
I'm
done.
glad you're in the race. Honestly, you're.
I
You're-
tried to hire Omid, and he helped me for about three raids, and I died in every single one of them. So
This is typical duo with Omid, yeah.
Honestly, I think Omid
Sorry, Omid.
plans it. Like
I'm
he's
just
like
kidding.
he's like, oh, I hear gunshots around the corner. You check, and then you like you die, and then he goes, and then Omid goes, oh, I know where he is now, and then he kills him and takes all the gear. You know?
I don't know about that.
I mean, I know you do a
This
standard
is
account,
false.
but what level are you?
31.
Holy
Yeah, Omid's standard account.
Yeah,
and
this
he's
is
level
why I didn't
31.
want him in the race.
This is why he can't be in. Yeah, like he's gonna be done standard before. He's probably gonna be almost done his hardcore account, which will be his second Kappa before we get close.
Yeah, but Omid, I feel like you're not that far ahead in the quests.
Oh no, you're tripping. I'm about to finish Punisher. I'm about to get my Epsilon. For
Oh,
Prop.
okay,
I haven't
never
even
mind.
started Punisher.
All right.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
Skier and I are BFFs. This never happens.
Historically, you were like high level just from killing shit. Like
Yeah.
you weren't focused on the tasks at
Yeah,
hand.
Omid used to run
So that's
labs
why-
day one.
Yeah.
For the
Omid
first
used
2
to just
weeks.
run
Yeah,
labs.
until I ran into cheaters, and then I'd be like, okay, no more labs. But
Yeah.
yeah, run labs for the first 2 weeks of wipe and just stomp everybody who's
Yeah.
doing quests. I'd be like, you chumps. And then I watched Aqua's Kappa series, which, dude, it was like I was like, all right, you know what? Fuck it, I want Kappa. I'm gonna get my quests in. I actually had a bet with a buddy that if I could get Kappa within like a month, and if he with the guy in my chat, Wojinator, if I got Kappa within the month, he had to eat a sock. He ate a sock.
Like swallowed an entire sock.
Yeah, how do you
Yeah.
eat a sock?
Well, he ate a sock pancake, and then everybody was like, "Ree, eat a sock, eat a real sock."
What's a sock pancake?
Like a pancake that is in the shape of a sock,
Oh, okay.
and then
I would
everybody's
do
like,
that for free. That sounds
it's
great.
good.
This is great. And I at the time I couldn't watch live, so everybody read for me, I guess, and then he like stuffed the sock into his mouth and was like chewing, and then spit it out eventually.
Oh,
He
okay.
should
So
have
he
like
didn't eat the
grilled
sock.
it and
God,
swallowed
damn.
the sock.
I was like, yeah. Did he like cut it
Dekie
into
would have
small
eaten that
pieces and
whole
consume
sock.
it?
Dekie was like very interested in the physical consumption and digestion of
Alright.
this sock. Like, do we boil it
I
in
got a
tea?
question. I got a
to get the-
question for you guys. That was a very Tarkov heavy section. Let's move on.
Let's move
Have
on.
you guys ever eaten like objects that aren't food before? Like little kids will just like swallow shit, or like
Paper.
people are weird. They just eat
Paper.
stuff for, like
Yeah,
for
paper.
fun. Like
Lots of paper.
yeah, just
I
paper.
never did much of that. No.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, I
I,
didn't eat that much paper, but like the fortune cookie paper.
Oh,
I've eaten that
delicious.
like
was the top tier
twice.
paper.
Yeah.
That ink.
Well, it's because you know you're you know you get a good fortune, and then your older brother, when you're a kid, goes, "It doesn't come true unless you eat the paper," and then you're like, oh. And then then your older brother's like, "Ha ha, you idiot," and then you're like, and then
You're
the
like, "All
second
right."
time you're by yourself, and you're like, oh, because you want the fucking fortune.
You just put that in your head, huh?
Yeah, he just put it in there, and then after that, you're like, okay. I
Do
don't
you
fucking-
really want those fortunes to come true though? Those fortunes fucking suck.
Dude, some of them are cool. It depends on which one you're doing. Like you're getting it from the wrong
I
fortunecookie.com or whatever.
Is
Yeah.
that- fortunes are
I'll
you
just say
getting?
this: most of the time, I'm not eating that paper because I don't care. Like those are not great fortunes. Some of them are just vague and don't even have like the word "you" in them. They're just like the key to friendship is an open mind or something.
That's
and I'm
great. That's a great fortune. What are you talking about?
That's not a
It's
fortune.
not even a
That's not.
fortune.
Yeah, that's just
great.
like I want like you will be.
Well,
you
Aqua
will
wants-
make someone's day tomorrow. You know, that's a fortune.
Yeah.
That shit.
Put your
I'd
brain
eat
in the
that.
right mindset. You're
Well,
gonna go
I-
change
I
somebody's
got-
life tomorrow.
I think you
Aqua.
ate that fortune cookie. I think you got that, Aqua. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you, you'll make someone's day tomorrow, Aqua. How's that?
Yeah. See, that
There you
I'd
go.
eat. You ever open a fortune cookie? I'm kind of scared to open fortune cookies. Actually, this is like a weird thing of
I
mine.
got one that said you'll die tomorrow. So
You did?
yeah, I got that today. So see you tomorrow. Okay,
Shut up, dude. No, but like seriously, like how scary would that be to open a fortune cookie and have it say something like that?
Dude,
that
that'd be
honestly,
exciting. This gives you an excuse to fucking go hard.
No,
I
honestly,
hate shit
you
like
can do
that.
those.
That
You
would
can do the
freak me
fortune
out.
cookie. You can do the fortune cookie thing where you pay to put whatever you want in there. You know, because people do it for marriage and stuff. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, will you marry?" or whatever, right? They'll just do
Yeah.
a fake one. and then they'll give them the whatever you order online.
You're gonna
that looks
die in
exactly-
7
Right.
days.
we should start doing that with everyone. We should just
God,
start mailing.
that would frighten me.
Oh, let's go to this place, guys, and then we'll go to like a restaurant, and then I'll pull
Gamer,
out fortune
let's do it to ZChum since he's not here.
Yeah. He definitely won't watch this.
Yeah, no way.
Let's send him some fortune cookies before this episode goes up.
Yeah.
Very vague ones too, like
Your
shooter
balls
born
are
in
gonna
heaven
hurt
or
more
something.
than ever before this next month.
Yeah.
You will be tired next Thursday as well and not show up for the podcast.
He's like, my God.
The man needs his rest, I suppose. I don't know.
It was like that.
I'm
level
tired.
71 announcement came out, and everybody just was like,
Yeah.
The flu
Honestly,
kicked in.
like my drive to play the game has been severely diminished because, like, unless they adjust it,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not.
Think
doing
about
that.
it. That's why they had to adjust Kappa.
So we
Like
wouldn't wanna
once
play
you
the
got
game.
no, because if Aqua attains Kappa in the first 2 weeks, his drive for Tarkov would be like
no one can get it in the 2
Yeah, but
weeks.
now he
I
has
got
no
it,
drive
I
to
got it
even
in like
start.
a month.
no, but
Yeah,
the drive will be
exactly.
there. They'll do events, they'll do cool stuff, and
People are
it's just
grinding
gonna
right
take
now for
longer.
it. It's crazy.
It just seems lazy. I'm fine
Yeah,
if they give
it's
us
a
a million
lazy
quests
change.
that we can quest our way to it, but when they're just
Yeah.
like, go out
No,
and
it is
grind
lazy.
XP, pathetic.
It is lazy, but they didn't have time to code in 20 new quests, right?
I feel bad complaining.
You do like all people
Because I
complaining.
put my item in. This
Yeah, you
way,
got a
too.
streamer item. They're gonna be like watching
Have you
also-
this.
gotten it yet, Aqua?
Nikita's
They're gonna take it
drinking his
away.
morning coffee.
Take it.
It's like what? What? I'm switching it to piss cup.
Scav urine.
Have you picked it up, Aqua?
No, I haven't found it
I
yet.
haven't found
I
it
got
either.
2.
What? How
Omid
much
gave
does it
me
sell for?
Sam's yesterday, and then I
It's like
died with
60
it.
something.
That's expensive. Fuck
Mhm.
yeah.
I got 2 rat colas. Yeah.
How does it look?
It's
With your
dope,
own
dude.
2 eyes.
I was like, I got mine like second day of wipe on. I got both out of 2 stashes on customs, and like yeah, it's
Damn.
like the one in the fence. We have to like go through the fence to get it, and I was
Yeah.
all like, oh shit! I was like, this thing is fucking huge.
Yeah, I love how cumbersome and annoying it is to carry around. I absolutely love that. It's my favorite part. Yeah, I haven't found it yet.
I haven't found many streamer items, which is kind of stressing me out because last week I found a ton of them, but I didn't keep them because I didn't plan on Kappa.
I have so many streamer items. I'm so happy. Like I got Pestly's mask first day. Like just
Really?
like it wasn't even like
That
it
one can
wasn't-
be a bitch to find, actually.
Yeah, no, it was just I think it was I killed the scav or I was the scav or something, right? But it was like I didn't even realize it and I was just sort of putting it on. And then I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
I'm extracting. Like
Dude, so outside of Tarkov, do you see
yeah.
there's other games?
there is other games
Yeah.
coming.
Other
I heard.
games
I
happening.
feel
Rust
like
got
we
a new update. I heard probably some game release this
You
month.
know what
I
I'm
don't
excited about? Dekie. New World.
New World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually
baby.
coming around the
Me
corner.
and Dekie went in on that game together when it first came out,
I'm
or
pumped.
the alpha
good.
or whatever. Yeah,
A lot of my
that'll be cool.
A lot of my friends and stuff, they're all like, let's play Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14.
Fuck
I'm like,
off.
bros, I'm saving all of my MMO juices for
Mhm.
New World. I'm
Well,
like,
Final
don't
Fantasy-
come at me with this other
Yeah.
stuff.
I knew that was coming. That's why I didn't get into WoW Shadowland or whatever it's called. WoW TBC.
Yeah, yeah.
I just also
Like-
I hated that expansion, but
You can only
just
do
want New
so
World.
much
yeah,
of an MMO,
you
a
can only
year
have
or
one
so.
in your
Yeah.
life, one
Yeah.
MMO.
So
because
like
it
trying to
takes
mix
so
it up,
much.
especially when is it releasing August or September? New World.
August.
Yeah, you can't be mixing in other MMOs like a month
Yeah.
and a half before.
No.
Yeah.
Or else you're gonna have your grind ruined. So yeah, I'm saving all my juices up for that. I'm ready.
Yeah. Dude, I love the idea of playing a new, exciting MMO that doesn't suck. I've been wanting that for like 15 years.
Well, I'm kind of upset though because they're making it even more MMO, and I'm worried that the changes is going to make me because I don't play MMOs. I don't play tons of them, but
It was
me
pretty
chop-
MMO
me-
before.
me chopping down trees and just
Yeah.
doing the sort of grinding of just like chopping down, making stuff, and selling it to people, and like also like the whole like your guild, one person
That'll
might
still
good
be in
one.
there.
Yeah,
It'll be a side thing. It won't be the main
Right,
thing.
I wanted the main thing. I just want to sit there fishing
That's
for 24
that's not
hours
like
a
what
day.
most people want.
Well, most people are dumb. I like my economy, right? I like to be able to be like, I'm the best little crafter boy. You have to pay an extra 30%, and then
That's why Kings
you know?
likes the 71 Kappa grind too.
Yeah, no,
It's just,
I want. Well, that's
he just
because I
likes
think that
numbers and data and
I'm fine with not doing 71 or prolonging it, but they're gonna have to wipe every 3 months if they don't prolong it. Because what's gonna happen is the same thing that happened last wipe.
That's
Once
fine, I
once the
think.
economy's screwed up, once everyone has Kappa, once people stop playing, they're gonna be like wipe, 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 and then it's gonna be like, well, you got a point. No one's playing. We kind of should wipe.
You know
But-
what's interesting is like how like Tarkov looks at a wipe, and then like how like Rust devs look at a wipe. Like there's lots of games that they reset. You know, like even
just a
like
different kind of
Daisy
game.
servers. You know, like how often do Daisy servers like reset?
6
a wipe?
months. 6 months.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
something like that.
But yeah, I mean, well, I mean that makes sense. You have to like run halfway across the map for some nails, and then come
Yeah.
back and like build your base. Yeah, it takes
Daisy
like
is a
about
cool
week to do
game.
like a.
Daisy's a real fucking grind though. You
Da-
run
Daisy
for 4
is
hours
serious business.
and then die, and you're like, "Oh, I'm back on the fresh
If
spawn.
you
Now I have to
play
run for 4
Daisy,
hours again."
Most people don't have the patience for Daisy.
Exactly.
But if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
patient and you immerse yourself in that shit and you play Daisy on like a good server, ooh, that's some good stuff. That's a great game.
Yeah.
And you gotta like be okay with not having a lot of action some days. Some days are boring as fuck, and like you just exist in that world. Like you're
Yeah,
just
it
living
is
your
like-
day-to-day
that
life
is
in DayZ.
immersion.
Yeah.
It's
That's
really
the
good when-
most immersive game there is.
That's like a great thing when you're with friends. Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can run through and just be like, well, once you find each other, that's my big thing. I like to, like Rust. I like to be able to spawn together.
Mm-hmm.
DayZ, you have to run for a couple hours sometimes.
Well, I'm
before
not
you
even
really-
talking about. I'm talking about past that. Like when you like gear up your character, like that life of your
Yeah.
character, like you are like you get so invested in that, and that's
Yeah.
you, and you are just like surviving in that world because you constantly need food. Got to hunt. You got to do this. You got to do that. It's like that is a survival game.
Yeah,
that is the
like-
survival game.
And as it's gone on, especially, they've really upped, like, they've leveled out how much you need to eat, how much you need to drink. But, like, you'll be going with your friends, and you got to actually stop and, like, build a fire, camp,
Yeah.
do some stuff. And normally, anytime you have to, like, cook food or anything, it's like, it feels like a bullshit task. You're just like, all right, we got to do this shit real fast. In DayZ, you're like, man, I'm fucking tired of running. Let's take a break.
It's
It's like the immersion of actually, like, the survival side of DayZ is really well done at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
I just hate
is
the gunplay.
ultimate
I
survival
fucking
game.
hate the gunplay.
It's
but
really
other than
not that bad anymore. It's
Yeah,
really
the
not
gunplay
that
is-
bad.
I never had
It's
an
not.
issue with the gunplay, to be honest.
Yeah, it's honestly
did.
like it just has such a bad rap because it was so bad at first, and now people can't get past it. But like,
No.
if you want a real survival game that you like dive into, it's almost like a role playing game, really. Like that's
but-
your game. DayZ's amazing.
No, well, DayZ's crap though. You mean DayZ mods? Even now, when you said DayZ was
Well,
starting,
okay,
it's
yeah,
all
like,
mods.
like I'm
That makes it
talking,
good.
I'm talking like a DayZ SA modded server,
thank you.
like
Okay.
vanilla hardcore server, like
mods
light-
have
light
fixed
RP.
the game. Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
right.
Dekie, what's the longest time your character survived in DayZ? Because you were playing for a good minute.
He's going hard after.
I've gone through a lot of long. That's like my favorite online game ever. I don't know though. I don't know about. I like you hear stories about some people having like for like months.
Yeah.
That's definitely not me. I'm way too careless.
Hmm.
But like I'd have. I think a weekish was like one of my longer stints
That's still
back when I was
crazy
like
long.
going hardcore.
Damn.
Honestly, Dekie did this thing where he played with some of his chat members, and they did they built a base, and it was like a really big thing. And I was like, I really want to play. I don't have much time to play games, but I was like, I really want to play with Dekie. Let's have some fun. So I spawned, and I don't play DayZ much. I used to play back in the day when it was mod, like a long time ago, but I don't remember the shit. I just kind of know the relative thing. So I'm running for 2 hours to get to Dekie. I get food, and I'm starving to death, and I'm outside, and one of the people he's playing with, not Dekie, but one of the people he's playing with, Annie, I think, or something. I was like, hey, I can you let me in? And I don't know you. I can't let you. I was like, no, please. And then I just
We can't let
dead.
moles inside the base, Kings. It's
wasn't-
not my fault.
I understood. I
Safety.
understood. But let's just say, I'm still angry at the dinosaur.
Issue of trust.
He was like starving to death outside, and I came back to base later, and she was all like, "Some guy was saying that he knew you. He was begging for food, but I didn't give him any." And I was all like, "Oh, you could have."
Yeah.
That was the kind of outpost you guys were running, Dekie. Not giving food.
No, it was
starving.
my fault because I didn't like join the Discord to tell her. I
Mhm.
told her in game. I was like, hey,
We
you
had
want to
very strict things because there's a lot of dirty guys.
There's a lot of moles.
A lot of moles trying to sneak in to get the codes to the doors and so on. Like that was the best thing about that server is we built this like giant like base inside this warehouse, and there's like, I don't know, 8 of us that played regularly. And so but every day that you go to bed, you always got to worry about it. I woke up every 3 hours in the night to log on, make sure we weren't getting raided. And then other people would like stagger it out to where they woke up in the hours in between that. And so that we'd all be alert and always ready.
That's a
Dude,
hardcore gaming experience,
That was the worst 2 months of my life. I didn't get any sleep. And then at half the time in the middle of the night, we'd like get a big, Discord at everybody, and we'd be like, "Oh shit, we're getting raided."
I remember you got really sick around then too. That's
yeah. Those long gaming hours fuck me.
Yeah,
he grinds until he's sick, and then he still grinds.
Yeah, look at him. This is what happened.
He's like, "Doc, I need the gaming meds."
Dekie just goes so hard that he gets physically ill from gaming.
But it was so cool because
impressive.
you'd go into the base and you would have certain dudes that are always doing different things. Certain people always bringing home food. Certain people that always go look for guns. Everybody had their job to keep the base running.
Sick. That's so sick, dude. Honestly, I would love to stream DayZ, but the idea of just a stream, stream sniping just seems so easy and so your character. You spend there's such a time investment. To have just one person ruin it in a span of 10 minutes.
It's not really a good stream game.
It's not a good stream game because you have to be on a whitelisted server where people won't stream snipe, and even whitelisted servers, people are going to stream snipe, and then people are going to ruin your day just because you're a streamer sometimes.
That was the issue with us. Is it wasn't stream sniping as in killing me when I was going out to specific areas. They just wait till we were offline and then they try to attack us all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
We need an OTV version for DayZ. And then maybe half the map because nobody's gonna fucking run around that long.
That can be done pretty easily. The problem is that we don't have enough people that would dedicate. It would be Dekie's crew that would dedicate the time, and then we need people to go against Dekie's crew. I don't think anyone else is gonna grind that hard.
I don't want to go against Dekie's crew. They don't even get
Exactly.
food.
They don't
fucking starving, poor, starving, innocent gamers. They made the trek up north to this isolated village, and you're like, please, there's no food for miles. And they're like, no.
No.
There's
the fucking guys, go look for apples. Like those French guys in Monty Python and the Holy Grail on top of the wall.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I want to stream GTA RP soon.
No.
That I like the idea of that because I thought it was so fun. I was so resistant to it for so long, and then when I finally tried it, I fucking loved it.
It's a lot better when you make videos of it, but it's so much harder, and the payoff it's not as good. But that's
sometimes it's going to be boring too. It's not always going to be a slam dunk.
That's the problem with streaming it, right? Yeah.
Right. Also, I love the idea of not having a cam on.
Yeah, I did so many streams I pop up. I'm like, you know what? No, not today. I want to just turn it off. But
does that ever bother you guys having a camera on? It used to.
Yeah.
I used to not like it, but now I don't really give a fuck.
I used to have times where I wish I could have it off, but now it's just
yeah, I don't even care. I don't even I used to be so conscious of what my face was doing all the time. I think that just comes with practice and just doing it so much. But even something like this, now, I would have been so concerned with what my face is doing. I fucking hate the
podcast we do video. Yeah, that's
because you're not used to it.
I'm not used to it because I'm not a streamer. Right? I'm not a content creator.
Honestly, I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like kind of worried I'll start like picking my nose or something on stream sometimes. I'm so
Have
fucking
fun with
comfortable.
it. Own it, dude. Own it. You know.
You know? And, you guys do it too. Come on, don't be a liar.
And then
Everybody
if
watching
that
and
happens
you
and
guys.
you make it, people start sending your clip around, you get more followers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
There's
Big
there's
brain, dude.
nose pickers and liars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Everybody does it.
off topic.
I'm not like a weird about it. I don't eat them or anything. But sometimes you just got to get in there. You just got to do it.
I've been really like just digging into my ear. I don't know if that's like I don't know where that falls.
Is that
You
gross?
should,
yeah, is
is
that
that
like
gross?
gross for in public? I don't know.
what I do,
you
because
supposed
I
to
went to
do?
the doctors because I had like an ear infection thing,
Mhm.
and then it clogged up, right, and I couldn't hear very well for a long time. Remember?
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Fuck! I think I screwed up my ear. Like, I think I like put my finger in my ear when I was sleeping or something, and fucked up my ear. And I didn't go to the doctors for like 3 months after that because I was really, I don't know why, just because I was like, I got an appointment in 3 months, I'll wait. And then I got there, and she's like, "Yeah, why don't you just buy this stuff that makes it so your earwax is like softer and it pulls it out? Like it's just like a
Did
drop,
that
like
help?
yeah, it fixed it all up."
Oh.
I was like, "Why am I so fucking dumb?"
Just all
Like,
clogged up with wax.
yeah.
One time
lame, dude.
I
You
went
should've
to a
gone-
doctor and they like sucked it out with like a little vacuum. It was
Oh,
the
That's
best
what you
day of my
should have
life.
done.
Oh no, my
Kings.
doctor cleaned one ear out, and then she's like, just put just put that earwax stuff in it, and it'll be fine forever. Like just every
That's
once in a while, if
awesome.
it feels clogged, you just drop one drop in, wait 5 minutes, and then it's good.
earwax removal, dude.
Yeah.
Did she show it to you too? She's like,
You ever see those videos on YouTube?
Yeah, where they
I-
go in with
I knew it.
pliers and they get like little
I can tell
chunks
you're
of it.
into that.
Oh, that's as good as popping videos.
Yeah.
It's-
So-
Better.
You guys are all gross.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
pretend like
okay.
you didn't like
Yeah,
it. Kings.
you
didn't
know,
look to
you
your
would have
left, be like,
solved
"Oh,
your
I
ear
feel
problem much
clean."
faster if you knew the things that we know. Okay,
Um,
on YouTube.
I hate, but they didn't do a vacuum. It was just they squirted water and peroxide in my ear, and they were like, "Okay, you're good now."
Oh, that's
And I
so
could
fun.
hear
Yeah,
it.
you don't have a
they
fun
gotta
doctor.
pull it out.
You had the
Yeah.
opportunity,
Nope.
and you had
Don't
a
care about that
legitimate
shit.
reason. Like if I go,
Don't
that's
care.
weird. Like there's nothing wrong with my ear, but like you could have gone and gotten your earwax removed, which
Mhm.
I don't even think is actually healthy for you at all. Like I think you need earwax.
You're supposed to
Not
have a
that
certain
much.
amount, but
Yeah.
obviously, if it gets hard and too much, then yeah, they pull it out.
Well then, yeah, you had a reason to go out and get that shit extracted.
Which gamers, you should get your ears cleaned out every once in a while because these headsets
Yeah.
are what causes the problem.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Yeah.
gamers get like extra wax buildup.
Yeah.
And like irritated scalp around your head. I do at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't know if
you
you
also
guys
should
do, but I
shower
do.
every once in a
Gamer
while.
Well,
Bench,
I
of
also
course.
don't shower a lot. Yeah, that's probably mostly it. I showered today though, so
Me too.
yeah.
I didn't yet because I woke up late because it's Friday, not Thursday, and I'm dumb.
I rolled out of bed.
I was with you, Omid. I think I got up right at 11, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then like I
was-
messaged at like, yeah.
I was so glad Aqua like pinged us because like I was up and I'd already like showered, but then I was like, oh fuck, because I was getting ready
I
to like,
don't
start
know
my
how
stream.
I remembered that shit, but I did.
Aqua was on
somehow.
it, dude. He was good.
Yeah.
Good. I have anxiety problems, so when I sleep, I wake up randomly if I have to do something the next day.
Yeah,
So
you
last
freak out
night,
about it,
I
don't
was
check.
literally waking up every 2 hours, and then I think at like 9 o'clock I went back to bed or something like that, like 8:30, something like that. I went to bed, and then I didn't get up in 2 hours. I got up in like at 11:04 or something like
Yeah.
that. I was like, oh. Wow,
Shit.
the whole reason why I stayed up all night and like woke up 30 times, I was actually 5 minutes late for, and I was kind of upset, but
Who cares?
it's whatever.
So here's part of my real life going ons.
Okay.
I for one, yeah, I'm sick, which I'll be honest with you guys. You know, I got vaxxed, you know, like a month ago, and it's like fully in. So I might have taken the liberty to go out, which I think is the real culprit of why I'm sick, because I was
Mhm.
sharing like a funnel and chugging a bunch of fucking alcohol out of it with like 20 other people I didn't know. But
Did you get vaxxed against like being just irresponsible and
Irres-
gross?
yeah, that's
No.
awesome. I think that's probably the real culprit, not the Tarkov
Yeah.
grind.
I think so.
But
Take notes, kids.
Takes
yeah,
notes,
yeah. So I mean, it had been a long time since I'd been out partying. All right. So I
Yeah,
was-
no, I no judgment. Honestly, you're good.
But in addition to that, yesterday I was not even gonna stream yesterday because I felt so bad. I was like, dude, my body's aching, my joints, my skin feels raw. I was like, I'm dying, I'm just sweating everywhere. And I was like, I'm just gonna lay in bed. And then all the lights went out. And I was like, oh shit, the power's out. So I was all like, okay. So I like hobbled myself outside to go see if like the hallway lights are on. And those are on. So I was like, okay. So I like text my girlfriend. I'm like, "Did we pay the bill?" She's like, "I thought so." And I'm like, "All right." So we spent a lot of time calling like the power company trying to figure this shit out. And they're like, "Yeah, you guys paid the bill. You should have power." And so like it goes on. And then at 10 o'clock last night, the guys come out and they're like, "All right, let's have a look." And they go down to like where we have all the meters for the building. And we were like, "Okay, we're at this apartment." And they're like, That's not the right like serial number or whatever for your power thing." And we were like, okay. They're like, yours is this apartment. And we were like, no, but we're this apartment, like, cause it's got like our apartment number on it. And they're like, no. So they literally they took off the meter off the other apartment. They took off my meter and they just switched them.
And they didn't pay.
And we had been paying for our neighbor's electricity for the past 2 months, and they had been paying for ours. We had been paying like sub $10, like, and they had been paying like 60 something.
Scammed your neighbors,
man. Yeah, I was like, but how do you get your meters like switched? Like, how does that even happen?
Oh God,
dude! However they switch it back, dude. Quick.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, did you take notes?
So like our neighbors hadn't paid their bill, and that's why we lost our electricity.
You didn't think like this doesn't seem right? This like you get
not. I was like, oh shit, man. I was like, it must have been like backed up before like we moved in or something. I don't know, whatever.
That's
because normally the electricity bill here and like
God.
for Mexico it's expensive because of all my computers and shit.
Do you think the
I was gonna say like
you're like the worst possible person to have their meter swapped with.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was gonna say.
Streamer.
I think I will try and have a chat. Our neighbors are actually really cool. They're young, nice people. So I think
maybe
I'll have a
throw
chat
them.
and maybe see about a reimbursement.
You already
them a
know the
little
power
bit of cash.
company isn't
Yeah.
gonna tell us.
It's not
Power company
some
ain't
like
gonna care.
douchebag that I hate that I'm all like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that was my experience. Is just a very strange solution to the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Buy them some
I
really
still
nice.
can't wrap my mind around that. Like, what do you mean? Like, they just like,
Like
Yeah, they
the
just
big
fucked
meter
up.
thing where it has like the
Yeah.
amount of like power used and
Yeah.
everything. Like they just popped the head of it off and they
Yeah.
popped it on the other one.
Because it
I
just
don't
counts.
even-
It counts the hours. Yeah. That's pretty common.
That's how it works.
Like
yeah.
you can replace them pretty easily. So
oh.
I don't see.
Watch
I
now,
don't understand that
everyone
shit
in
either.
apartment buildings gonna go like
They're gonna
swap
fucking go
that shit
crazy.
with their neighbor.
I think we talked about mortgage the other day, and someone commented about that. Like, hey, that's not how like that's not how buying a house works. And I was like, okay. Like people in comment section will tell us that we're wrong somewhere because we're not very knowledgeable.
we
just
don't
talk.
know anything. Yeah,
We
we're
don't
just
fucking know
a bunch
shit.
of gamers. But do you guys ever have any like really asshole neighbors? I've had some real interesting neighbors in apartment buildings in New
Yeah.
York City.
I'm a really bad neighbor though myself. So it's like one of those things. Like if I was a decent neighbor, they probably wouldn't be assholes. But considering I'm talking about sucking and fucking
Yeah.
all day long,
2 a.m. in the morning.
2 a.m.
Yeah,
Screaming.
kinda.
Dude, how does
I
that...
had a streamer on my floor, in my
One of the
last
apartments.
apartment
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah.
I never saw him because of course we were both streamers. We both never left the apartment really. So like we never actually saw each other, but like I could hear him through his door, like talking to chat, like be like push one in chat if this or like
Did
something.
you
Like
know
I heard him.
what his name was?
No, and I think he
How
was
did
playing.
you-
I think
How'd
he
you
was a
not talk to him?
CS:GO streamer. I never met him. I never
How
talked
did you
to
never
him.
like knock at his door and be like,
Knock
"Give me
on
the
his
deeds,
door.
bro"? What the
Would
hell?
you knock
Aqua?
on the door?
Yes, I
Yeah.
would.
Probably would have freaked them out if you did that. Like,
Yeah.
in a certain way. Like,
I don't know.
Hey, man,
I
I
wouldn't
know you
like that if
do,
I
like,
was
nice-
streaming and some fucking stranger
Oh, dude,
knocked on my
hell
door.
yeah, I would.
dude, imagine
See,
like,
but
hey, it's me.
I wanted to meet him. I used to like. I This is gonna sound kind of weird.
This is
But,
even
like,
creepier what he did.
But like I
probably.
would walk by, with the dog or something, and I hear him talking, and I'd like stand there and listen for a while. I was like, I think
Creepy
he's
guy.
like, it wouldn't be long, it'd be like 1 minute or less, like 30 seconds. I'd just listen because like I wanted to figure out if he was streaming or not, and I'm like 95% sure that he was. He was definitely a gamer, no doubt. He was like, giving call out, like either that or he had a like split personality disorder or something. But like he was definitely like on Discord going to town on some games. This guy, never saw him. My wife saw him, and she was like, "He looks just like you." It's another fucking
a goblin,
goblin gamer, man. But yeah. So I don't know. That was just kind of funny. I wish I had met him because
you guys don't like talk to your neighbors then? Like I don't now, but I mean when
if I saw him
and
and like come out of his apartment ever or going into his apartment or something, I would have said hello and been like, "Hey, do you like stream on Twitch by any chance? Because I listen to you outside your door."
Okay, now you're weird. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I got to know some of my neighbors, like some old lady who liked my dog. She would like hang out in the hallway with me and the dog. It was really nice, like stuff like that. But like, I wanted to meet this gamer guy and not be just talking to like old ladies on the floor all the time.
You're just camped outside his door.
In other words, Aqua doesn't go to many parties. Yeah, because he doesn't want to talk to people.
Well, true. I hate parties. There's nothing worse than a fucking party, in my opinion. Not that interested these days, I have to say. But yeah.
Yeah, I was never the person to like go knock on people's door, but like you generally
can't knock on someone's door.
You become friends with them pretty quickly.
Yeah,
usually.
just
like I would have like I wouldn't have knocked on the door, but I would have
Dekie
staked it out to know when he's gonna go leave to get a gamer snack. And then I would have been like bust out my door and be like, "Hey man."
Hey bro.
Gamer bro? You want a 5-man queue?
I don't know. Maybe it's just my state, but like it's just I don't know. Like because my sister, she moved away from my state to down south, and in my state, when you move somewhere, sometimes you like meet your neighbors. So my sister made like a bunch of cookies and went to all her neighbors' doors and knocked and wanted to be like, hey, this
in an
we
apartment
moved in.
building.
We no, it was the houses, but they're all like suburban
apartments
houses,
are different, man.
No, even my apartments in Vermont, we used to do that. Like we knew everyone around. Like it was like, oh, I need help with something. You just know the guy across. The people near. I knew the people above. I knew the people on the 4th story. Like you just do. But like my sister, she went and knocked on people's doors, and none of them would answer the door. And she was like, oh, that's weird. And she knew people were home, and she saw people looking through their windows, but they wouldn't answer. And then finally one person.
Does your sister look like a murderer by any chance?
No, my sister's like, she's a normal person,
Yeah.
And then she goes to the door, and the person, I guess, came out after she knocked on the door and didn't answer. And they're like, yeah, we don't do that here. You don't meet your neighbors. We don't answer doors when people knock.
That sounds so messed up.
And it's like, it's a nice place to live. No, it's a nice place to live too. It's not even like it's just, they're like, we don't talk to like people, like the people were nice and the people they became friends with, but they were like, that's just something we don't do. And in Vermont, it's like you move into an apartment, you move into whatever, oftentimes people come over and they're like, here, have a housewarming gift. And I don't know, maybe it's just different where the different places you live. I don't know. So like here, if I moved into a new apartment building, I would probably meet my neighbors organically. Like I wouldn't knock on the doors and offer them cookies, but like within a week, you'd probably know every single person, be able to put face to it, and maybe even first Friday, they invite you over for dinner.
Everybody should wear name tags in a building,
exactly.
like that Seinfeld episode.
Everyone wears name tags, and we're all chipped. That way I can tell where everyone is. Like I have like a apartment app, and it'll tell me who's in what place. It's like, oh, someone's in the laundry. Oh, it's a neighbor from 114. They're in the laundry right now. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I had
house.
that, because my thing is like, I go outside, and if I hear people in like the hallway of their stairwell, I'm like, I'm gonna go back in for a few.
You're
bits.
Scared?
Yeah, and then I wait for them to leave, and then I go out.
Yeah.
I'm terrified, dude. I'm terrified of having to like give them like the hey.
That's so hard to
give
do.
Give them
Why
the
is
up
that
nod,
so
dude?
hard? You know what sucks? Riding in an elevator with one other person.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's elevator would be the worst. I'm so glad I have stairs just so I can like book it.
But it's easier now that we have phones. Like I think in high school, before
Yeah.
like everyone had a phone, you're just like,
Yeah, but like
but
people
now
would
you're just
actually.
like, oh, I'm answering a
kinda
really important
sucks.
text.
Yeah, it kind of sucks too because like people would used to look at each other.
People
and
used to
meet
talk and
each
look.
other.
Yeah, I agree.
Now the
Yeah.
phone is such an excuse to be just a little goblin
Yep.
for no reason. I don't know.
Definitely done that a
I'm
few
like the
times.
type of person, I don't look at my phone much ever. I'm not a phone guy. But that being said, I'm a big computer guy and I don't leave the computer a lot. But when I do leave the computer, I'm in real life. My depth perception is completely flat and everything from, sitting at the computer all these hours. Pretty dissociated as well. But I try, I don't look at the phone too much.
I take my phone everywhere because of business. And I'll tell you, especially for Aqua and Omid, I think, I have left my computer for 10 minutes to try to get food before, quite often actually. And I just get blown up by, I need this, I need that. Or emails
Stop.
come in. Emails come in and I'm
You
like,
don't have
fuck,
to
I
answer
left.
right away.
I left.
Sometimes I just
I
have
left,
a
I
thought.
left my computer for 25 minutes and I've got 30 emails backed up. I've got to go back to my computer and answer them. I
This
hate
is the
answering emails on my
life you
phone, too.
chose,
This is the
Kings.
life I chose. It's terrible. Actually, it's really good, but
Yeah.
it is funny that I'm on my phone all the time, but it's almost always like business.
Just when you thought you were out, they
Yeah,
pull you back.
exactly. Yeah. And sometimes I'm just like, I'm answering that in 20 minutes, but I still get like 20 pings.
Hey, listen, your responsiveness is one of your best qualities, I would
know.
say.
Seriously, no, at any time of the day, 2, 3 a.m. Just send a
Yeah,
message,
exactly. 4 a.m. is when I cut a
and
lot
then
of
just-
them one time. Yeah.
And I'm like, doesn't this guy need to like go to bed? We can pick this up in the morning.
I remember one time. This is weird. I was working with someone in a company in Germany. So, but the gamer is in East Coast America. So, and they go to bed late. So I would have to work with them. I think it was like a sponsorship or something from midnight to 1 a.m. And then I'd have to go to sleep and wake up to talk to Germany in about 3 hours about like what I just worked on from midnight to 1 a.m. And I was like, like talking to Germany, like, hello, how's it going?
Hello, Germany.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say the name of the stuff, but Germany, yeah. It
Yeah.
was just like a weird. This is what we did. Is this acceptable? And it's,
Was it a
was a sponsorship.
bratwurst company?
Yeah, we sold a lot of sausages that day.
A lot of sausages going out.
I'm gonna need a sponsorship for sure.
So we need a sausage sponsorship, so let us know.
That would be so cool. Jack Links. I know that's jerky.
Jerky will do too.
Yeah, we'll take any food. We're gamers.
I
We'll
only
take-
mess with
We
breakfast
will take
sausage.
any sponsor of any product. To be clear, on the gamer hole.
What do you want?
Anybody?
Yeah. Gym shorts? What do you give us anything?
Oh, that's actually funny
Carnival
because we.
Cruise.
Thank
This is
you,
a
though.
very
I-
gaming heavy
Yeah.
episode, but that's
Sorry.
okay. This
It
is the
was.
gamer hole, Sometimes that's what you talk about.
Sometimes you gotta talk about games on the game
Sometimes
roll.
you gotta talk
Oh,
about
also,
games.
that Hexloom intro. I don't know what it is, but it was amazing. So
What, from
make
the
sure
last
to
episode?
love-
I wanted
love
to
that
read
stuff.
To
that.
be clear, yeah, I know. I wasn't sure what it was until he explained it to me. It was cool, stylized, very goth, almost.
Yeah.
But I'm just kidding.
I meant this
But,
one. I meant the one that's going to be on this one,
oh,
because it's
this
going to be
one.
completely different.
Oh,
But yeah.
last week though, that number I don't know if you guys realized that phone number he put on screen.
That's his actual.
He
Yeah,
just played the audio of everybody that called in. That was
Yeah.
like a real number.
yeah.
I didn't even.
Is all the
I
viewers
didn't
called
even
in?
get that. Yeah.
That's I thought it was just his voicemail, his actual.
Yeah, why
voice.
is
No,
he so
I-
angry? So many people
I thought
are
about
so
it.
mad.
I know.
Call in and just be like, "Hey, what's up, man?" Like instead of like, "Fuck you, you fucking whatever." The
Gamers
fuck
need to chill out.
Yeah, chill out. They're all uptight because of that stupid Tarkov wipe. Calm down, simmer down. All right, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Hey, it's me, ZChum. Thank you for watching the Gamer Hole. We appreciate it. If you'd like to support the Gamer Hole further, there's a little join button down below, right below the video, right there. Check it out. It gets you access to an extra video every week, a secret members only video, as well as priority commenting, and access to a Gamer Hole live stream we're gonna do every month or two. So if you want to support the channel, by no means do you have to, but the option is there. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next Gamer Hole.